Nebraska just received a massive commitment from one of the best FCS defensive linemen in the country. So in today's video, I'm going to go over who this guy is, what he brings to the table, what school he comes from, and everything else you need to know. So really quick, I am fired up about this news. If you are too, hit that like button. And hey, we're getting so close to 9,000 subscribers. We're about 50 away. So listen, if you're a diehard Nebraska fan, I post daily content, breaking news, recruiting, transfer portal, whatever you want, I got you covered. And we have the best family here in Husker YouTube. So if you're a diehard fan, please subscribe. I'm so grateful for all of you. But without further ado, let's get into it. Going over Nebraska's third transfer pickup. It was just announced that Jaylen George has committed to the Big Red. Now, this is a defensive line transfer from ETSU in the FCS ranks. It was one of the best up-and-comer defensive linemen in really all of the country. He has 2 years of eligibility left. Listed at 6'2", 170. Last year for East Tennessee State, he had 33 tackles and half a sack. But even though he only had half a sack, he had 23 quarterback pressures. He's a guy who can get to the quarterback. And for that reason, he was first team all conference. Now, he recently entered the transfer portal, got a lot of interest from Power 4 schools, Group of 5 schools, but Nebraska just hosted him on a visit. And he said, you know what, I want this process to be over. I'm going to commit to the Big Red. So again, pretty good player. The stats speak for themselves. The fact that he had 23 pressures, he has 3 years of eligibility left. Honestly, pretty good film. Again, he shows the ability to get to the quarterback. He can get to the running back as well. He graded out really well according to Pro Football Focus. So honestly, I like this guy. Now, he's going to be a depth piece. He has 2 years left. Obviously, he's not going to start. Not every transfer is a home run starter right away, but he's going to be a guy who is going to come in. He's going to compete for reps. He's going to be in the mix in that 2 deep. And honestly, again, I'm a fan of this kid. I think he has high potential. And we'll see what happens here. But Nebraska's been very aggressive in that defensive line market. I expect us to get 1 or 2 more. They might get 4 defensive lineman transfers when it's all said and done, just because they kind of want new faces in that room with everybody who left. And Jaylen George, the guy, again, who's coming in from East Tennessee State, one of the better defensive linemen in all of the FCS, 2 years of eligibility left. And he honestly played pretty well for them. So I expect him to play at that 3 technique spot. He's not necessarily going to be a nose tackle, but a guy who knows how to get to the quarterback, a guy who's going to be competing for reps. And again, just a depth piece, but expect us to get more on that defensive line. So, yep, Jaylen George just committed to the Huskers, FCS defensive lineman. And one last thing I'll tell you. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, he played in FCS. It means nothing. He didn't play against good talent. This staff is prioritizing production over everything else. It doesn't matter what rank you played at, whether it was Power 5, Group of 5, FCS, Division 2. If you are productive and you have good stats and you have good film, we're going to be interested in you as Nebraska. So that's exactly what we did here. Yes, he was an FCS player. It doesn't matter. He was productive and he was good. And now he's going to be a Nebraska corner Husker. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Listen, we were getting so close to 9,000. Hope we hit it today. Let me know if you can subscribe in the comment section. I'd be so grateful. As always, folks, go Big Red, go Rhule, and see you in the next one.